with late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Me, since you possibly could say, how can I say this? I don't want to say this since the advent of social media, but I kind of blame social media. And I kind of blame other factors too. ESPN is one of them. But the MVP race used to be one of somewhat prestige. Not to say that some people, okay, maybe I have said that. Some people deserve the MVP. Some people didn't. But to me, this is my opinion how I feel about it. I feel like the MVP voting and race and all that has gotten watered down. It has become a joke. I think it's more. Well, it's always been somewhat about popularity, but I think they're leaving many factors out when it comes to being MVP. And one of them is they constantly, for the last 4 years, seasons now almost, Nikola Jokic, he has to be in the MVP. Not to say he don't belong in the MVP race. I'm not saying that at all. And I have come out plenty of times to praise Nikola Jokic. I really have. Because I do like the way the Denver Nuggets play basketball. But at the same time, why is he always at number one? And here's my problem with him being at the number one at the MVP race currently right now, according to NBA.com and probably even ESPN themselves. There's many reasons. What has he won? 3 MVPs now? Fine. You give him one, what I think was the 21-21 season. He had no Jamal Murray. Got the team to, what were they the 2021 season? Were they number 3 or 6? I don't remember. I know there was a lower seed, so they had to be either 3 or 6. But anyways, because the Suns were second. They got swept by the Suns the 2021 season. And that, I think that was the same season Jamal Murray tore his ACL. So he had no Jamal Murray. I think they just got old boy from Atlanta. I can't think of his name right now. Andrew Gordon. And then the next season after that, I think they are the 6th seed. They play the Warriors. I think they win 1 game. They don't get swept this time. Okay. They gave him another MVP. I think they gave him an MVP that season. Fine, whatever. And then again, Embiid MVP, which he cried about. And then last year they gave Nikola Jokic the MVP. This year so far, this is on top of the MVP ladder. This is what I have a problem with. And I'm coming in defense with a couple of players when I say this. So far on this list of MVPs, according to NBA.com, Nikola Jokic, 30 points a game, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. Good numbers. Their description, they said, although the Nuggets continue to play to mixed reviews, that's being kind of Joker is showing few signs of stressing where he's coming off a 2-assist game, but that's more due to his teammates' inability to translate his passes into buckets. I think that's a freaking indirect diss to Westbrook or whatever. That says the NBA season distanced itself from Christmas. The game's one factor weighs heavy on the latter. It wouldn't necessarily eliminate Jokic from the conversation, but it makes for serious talk. All right, we're going to keep going because I'm going to get to my point pretty soon. Number 2 is Giannis. After complaining about the Bucks not appearing on Christmas Day slate, Giannis sat the next night due to back spasms that has plagued him over the last week. Nonetheless, Giannis is still breathing the healthy fumes of the recent NBA Cup title, and that could be enough to keep him elevated on the ladder. He's also averaging more points than Jokic, 32.7. 11.6 rebounds and 6 assists. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I'm not going to read all these. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is averaging 31, 5, and 6. Luka, who recently just got hurt, will probably be out for a month, according to sources. 28.1, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. He probably will drop. Jason Tatum, 29 points, 9.5 rebounds, 5 assists. The next 5, Victor Wembanyama, I get it, because he's changing. He's changing the Spurs. Karl Anthony Towns, I get it. Donovan Mitchell. Why is Donovan Mitchell so low? The Cavs are 26-4 the last time I checked. I'm going to get to him later. De'Aaron Fox. And at number 10, for whatever damn reason, is LeBron James. Not Anthony Davis. LeBron James. Not Anthony Davis. LeBron James. Not Jalen Brunson. LeBron James. Jalen Brunson, they also added on this list Kevin Durant, Sengun from the Houston Rockets, and Trae Young. All right, let's get down to the business now. See, my problem with these MVP races and all this stuff and how they pick MVPs, when I thought about MVP, the days of Jordan, even go back to the days of the 2000s with Tim Duncan, Kobe won one, Shaq, all those guys winning one. This is a problem I have with Steve Nash, too. I thought being the MVP, not just scoring, not just leading your team out of the box, the basement, or keeping them afloat, or even projecting them to heights never seen before. I thought playing on the defensive side also was included in the MVP conversation, was part of it. Because the last time I checked, when Michael Jordan was winning his MVPs, he played on both sides of the ball. He was obviously the best player on the Bulls. Obviously the best player in the league, of course, too. So why is Nikola Jokic considered at the top of the MVP race all the time, even though he don't play on both sides of the ball? And all these idiots around here always talking, but he's controlling that team. He take him off that team. The Denver Nuggets will be nothing. He's averaging this many assists. Yada yada yada. This and that. But he plays no defense. See, my qualifications for an MVP also includes defense. See, at least on this list alone, I know for one, maybe two, definitely two, on people on this list, they play defense. That being Giannis Antetokounmpo, playing on both sides of the ball, hustling on both sides of the ball. He's really stepped up his defense this year, getting those blocks. I'm going to get to them blocks pretty soon, because I know some idiots are out there going to say something stupid, because I already seen it. And Victor Wembanyama himself has become a gracious defender for the San Antonio Spurs. But here's where I have a problem with as well, because I saw this on an Instagram post. It might have been an Instagram post or YouTube post. Somebody said steals are more effective than blocks. All right. Here's where I have a problem with somebody saying something stupid like that. Because they don't understand basketball. They don't play basketball properly. See, steals are good enough. Of course, steals are good. Steals are part of defense, which Giannis does do and gets. But here's where I have a problem with that. Blocks. When you block somebody's shot, right? It stops them from scoring. Of course. But also, psychologically, when you block somebody's shot, especially they timid somewhat, they're not going to want to try to shoot over that person again. Because now they spooked. Now they put on a high alert that you can't shoot over this guy. They got to find a different way to score over this guy. They got to find a different way to alter their shot or get to the basket. And usually when you block somebody's shot or the way Giannis be blocking people's shot, sometimes that demoralizes the opposing player in their head, and you got to find different ways. It kind of shuts down that avenue of scoring. Steals, not so much. Blocking somebody's shot, demoralizing them the way Victor Wembanyama and Giannis do, and probably some others I can't think of right now. That's a game changer. Once you have somebody beat in their head like that, you win. Sort of what Dennis Rodman did too. And Gary Payton on defense as well. Also was a little crap talking with those two also, but still, it works. That's why I put Giannis above Jokic in the MVP ladder, and most likely, in my book, to win. Now, the case for Donovan Mitchell has sacrificed some of his scoring, his crazy scoring, because I always thought he played, I guess you could say somewhat insignificant basketball. But now since he's been on Cleveland, especially this year, he has become more of a team player, has matured, sacrificed some of his scoring for the betterment of the team to play team ball and not become a one-man band or one-man assassin on there when you don't have to. And they don't have a super team either. Donovan Mitchell is only occurring all-star on that team. Where you have Darius Garland hasn't been all-star since, was it 21 or 22 or something like that? Evan Mobley has the potential to be an all-star, but we'll just see. Jared Allen was an all-star at one point in time, but hasn't been in the last couple of seasons. They're just playing good basketball with him leading, but he's just 9th, 8th on the list. He should be higher than that. There's no way in the world LeBron James should be anywhere close to this list, not even in the honorable mentions, because LeBron James has utterly killed the Lakers plenty of times this season in games. And does he have the worst plus minus right now in the league? One of the worst. So how does that constitute being an MVP? See, this is the problem that I pointed out in the video with ESPN. The NBA, ESPN all working hand in hand. They don't know how to get rid of this guy. They don't know how to let him go and rise up and raise up other players. Why is Jalen Brunson so down low? Why is Anthony Davis not in this top 10 ladder? Without Anthony Davis, the Lakers would be other trash fire than what they are now. Unbelievable. Completely unbelievable. But going back to Jokic, I don't think he should be at number one. I don't think he should win. And I know I'm going to have a whole bunch of Jokic fans crying their lungs out. You hate Jokic. Nah, I don't hate the man. I'm just calling out what it is. When it comes to basketball, we have to play on both sides of the ball at least to be an MVP. MVP is just not for scoring. That's why I never understood why Steve Nash did it. I never got it. Maybe one for Steve Nash, but Kobe should have got the other one. But we know how they felt about Kobe during that time, so he wasn't going to get anything. And even though you take Kobe off the Lakers during that time, the Lakers are utter trash, so I don't get it. But anyways,